You don't think Lamar Jackson's the most valuable player in the National Football League?
No, I don't.
This is absurd.
What are you talking about? Y'all are absurd. Listen, this sounds like I don't like Lamar Jackson, and that's not what it is at all. I think Lamar Jackson has come out and has become a better quarterback this year. He is doing better than I thought, throwing the ball and just, being the quarterback, especially after losing his favorite target to Mark Andrews. And I see it. But to me, the MVP is somebody who has been kicking ass and taking names week after week.
On Fox Sports Radio, Monse Bolaños has found herself trending for her take on Lamar Jackson.
But he's also had 4 games this year without a touchdown pass. 4. Then he's had other games where he had 1 touchdown. 2 games, he has not been... in the words of Colin Cowherd, stars attract stars. No, I'm just kidding. This is what we do, and Rich. But I want my quarterbacks to be quarterbacky. And to me, Lamar Jackson's just a great athlete.
And there it is. Lamar Jackson can't be a good quarterback in the MVP because he's a great athlete. Bolaños is getting dunked on for her take. She tried playing cleanup by tweeting, "I say quarterbacky and I'm a racist. Most passing yards by a quarterback so far. Number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. Number 2, Brock Purdy. Number 3, Jared Goff. Number 5, Dak Prescott. Number 10, CJ Stroud. Number 15, Lamar Jackson." The issue here, unless we're reading this wrong, and we could, is she's equating leading the league in passing yards to winning the MVP. Meanwhile, Forbes betting downplays this rather easily. While we've seen some historic yardage totals from recent MVP winners, Patrick Mahomes set the all-time total yardage mark in 2022. Just 4 of the last 19 winners led the league in passing yards. Lewis Moore, a professor of history at Grand Valley State University who teaches African American history, civil rights, sports history, and U.S. history, weighed in, and this is a person that I trust. To me, Lamar Jackson is just a great athlete. We all know what you meant. Rita of Gridiron Gals would reply to Bolaños, "Baby, so you know that MVP stands for most valuable player, not the best statistical player. Own the blank you said. It was trash." And there were plenty more. Mr. McCant wrote the following. I'm not going to say she's wrong about Christian McCaffrey, because what he's doing out there should be recognized. But here's the thing. There are 2 players on that team that are in the MVP conversation. There's only 1 in the conversation in Baltimore. That means something. One of the best follows on Twitter, George Foster, added this, quarterbacky. The complaint has always been that the running backs don't win the MVP because quarterbacks are more valuable, chimed in Michael Harriet. This year, for the first time, half of all NFL teams started a black quarterback. Now they want to give it to a white running back. Longtime NFL media man Mike Freeman simply put, what does quarterbacky mean exactly? Peanut Butter and Jealous pulled the popular meme from Family Guy, and D-Pat wrote, quarterbacky sounds like code for white or nah? From Sam Newman, there has been an unacceptable discourse in sports media regarding black quarterbacks and how they are spoken about for far too long. For many years, the majority of NFL quarterbacks have been white. This means that when people think of the ideal quarterback prospect, they often imagine someone who looks like Peyton Manning rather than someone like Jackson. Unfortunately, when analysts fail to recognize this bias, they sometimes make unfair or inaccurate comments, as demonstrated below. Saying that Jackson is not quarterbacky can perpetuate harmful stereotypes about black quarterbacks who are often lauded for their athleticism and running ability while their passing skills are questioned. This reinforces the narrative that black quarterbacks are not true quarterbacks unless they conform to a traditional pocket passing style associated with white quarterbacks. Just a few more tidbits to give context as to maybe some of the statistical categories one could lean on when discussing the MVP race. Of the last 26 quarterbacks to win MVP, 15 led the league in touchdown passes and 18 in TD rate, including each of the last 5 winners. Incredibly, 14 of the last 16 MVP winners ranked in the top 3 in QBR, leading the league in 10 of those seasons and 6 of the last 7.